Hello, it's Jumper back again, and today we're going to be playing some more Dirt Rally on the 1970s championship here on the second event in Monaco with me old Lancia Stratos. Nice car. Well, can't complain about it really. This track is a bit difficult from the menu. I've got snow and ice and a bit of asphalt to deal with. I'm going to try this view for you guys and see what you think of it. Personally, I don't like it because I've got a steering wheel, so it's just a bit iffy because I'm driving with a steering wheel. But the reason why I'm showing you it this time is to show how much I am fighting that steering wheel. You know, I'm not just just like slowly just turn this way to deal with that oversteer, or turn that way to deal with that turn. I'm fighting, look at that. Fighting. Absolutely fighting. So feathering this track a bit more. I wasn't that careful in this track. I was a bit overzealous. I took a break and started playing again. And yeah, I was not very careful. I should have been a lot slower around this track. It's got a lot more hazardous areas than the previous two stages, because the previous two stages were just asphalt, or I think they were gravel or something. They weren't ice and really bendy. I mean, this is ridiculously bendy. Almost hit that wall there. I mean, Jesus. No, this is a really bendy track, and it's not very open. And I open up the throttle here, and I just go, oh, bloody hell. I feel very dodgy doing that. Hit the wall there a little bit, so you know, it's very temperamental. I could have come off at any time, like badly, but you know, I'm being very ballsy, not really like remembering how bad the track can be. And I'm coming up to this hairpin. I'm gonna try and do a Scandinavian flick, and it doesn't really work out. I mean, I just oversteer massively, and I don't really control it that well. You know, massively open the throttle here again. Once again, probably shouldn't have done that because I'm coming up to some nasty turns, but I'm just trying to listen to the co-pilot and just trying to deal with what's in front of me. And you can see the guy at the steering wheel, it's just going all over the place. Now onto a proper full icy bit here, and I just don't realise it. I don't clock it. I'm just thinking, oh, it's fine. Oh no, full ice. You know, it's just mental. If you drove, crashing the wall there, can't even execute a three-point turn properly. It's just mental. If you were playing Dirt 3 and you hit some snow or ice, you wouldn't expect this handling. It just wouldn't happen. You know, it's just fully authentic, and it's all over the place. I mean, look at this. I'm really being really careful with the throttle, scared to what happened. I'm having to just come down to first and second. It's just, first is not usually a gear I come around down to on a turning, but got a nasty hairpin up here. Loads of hairpins in this map. It's just, this map's not easy. I keep calling it map, but it's a stage or a track, whatever you want to call it. It's just not easy. It's just, look at all these hairpins. That was an alright Scandinavian flick, if I do say so myself. Not bad, pretty well held. And once again, just into some really offensive turns, and I'm 29 seconds behind, and I personally don't think I'm doing too bad. Yeah, I'm behind the average. So, well, not the average, but the best. Or I don't actually know how they work out the splits. But, oh, look at that, just fighting the steering. All over the place. Almost at the end here. Had to brake there just in case. I was about to go into the wall. But almost at the end, like not far from the split, halfway through the split, just over. Almost finishing this stage, and it's going really good until this point. And yeah, that's the car. So that's the whole event gone, and I'm only in the first stage, so I can't recover my car, and that means I miss out on this whole event. And get 0 award. So yeah, this game is somewhat ridiculous. I mean, if you fail, you fail. You actually lose your car. If you have a crash that bad, you can't repair it. You can't drive a limping car through the rest of the event. So here we are in Germany. and I'm just hoping it's a bit better. I mean, it's not snowy or icy, so I'm counting my blessings a little bit here. Trying to feather that throttle a little bit, trying to get a better takeoff with oh, nicely held, I think. It's got a nasty chicane coming up on the right approach. It's I take it like a granny, to be honest with you. I'm very, very cautious after that. After losing a whole event, you know, and 3 stages to go, and I lost my car, I'm not taking any chances. I just don't want to lose the car. I don't want to lose the event. I need some cash so I can get, you know, I really want to do hill climb and do a bit of, you know, Pikes, uh, Pikes Hill. I can't even remember the name. Pikes Peak. You know, do it in a quattro. But look at that. Terrible, 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 terrible. Come off. Hit a couple of signs. Why not? Give it a bit more power. I'm being a bit zealous on this map, but I just know it's got better conditions, and I do mistreat this map, and stage even, sorry. Nasty, nasty, nasty right coming up here, and I think it's left, and then I change my mind and go, oh god, and the oversteer, somehow I managed to control that. It's just such a struggle. This game is just ridiculous. It's not even ridiculous in a bad way though. It's ridiculous in a way that it's just, I've never felt a rally, you know, driving game feel like this before. It's just so full on and fairly damn realistic. I mean, I keep coming back to the realistic word, but I'll probably just use authentic, but because it's not the same as getting into a rally car and driving it around some stages, is it? Let's be honest. That's why I can't call it realistic. But it's, if I was to think what a rally car is like to drive, I would think dirt rally. It's mental. All very close to those barriers, and it's like I'm very scared of these stones. This map, I keep saying map, but this stage has so many rocks. Oh, bit of fishtail there. Managed to hold it. If you look at the, oh, come into that corner way too quickly. Hit a bush. Trying to reverse up. Hit it into first. Already got penalty, and the vehicle got automatically recovered. So take that for what you will. But you know, I'm treating this game like it is like, it feels rally-ish. It just feels like a rally game. It feels like a rally car. Nasty crash there again. Span off. Too much oversteer, but managed to quickly reverse up and get into first. And I'm being very careful with the throttle now because I don't want that to happen again. I'm already behind, as usual, in my time. I'm trying to listen to the co-pilot a lot more in this race rather than the first two that you saw in the previous episode. You know, it's vital listening to what he says, but it's just understanding it. But after I played it for a lot longer, I can understand it a bit more. Almost took that tree round my car for something to wear. You know, very close. I'm scared of these rocks. I'm scared of the barriers, and it's a tough map. It's or track event, not event. Bloody hell! It's a tough stage. It's not as tough as the icy one, but it's still tough. It's not as hard as the first two because they were just so open and you could really give it some, because the bends were just small and insignificant. 53 seconds behind. So, like I said, I'm not doing great. I am less than average, really. I mean, I might be above 6th usually, but at the end of the day, it's just not really cutting it, really. I do like this car though. It's good fun. Very, very unpredictable in the oversteer, but like I said in the last episode, it probably is just my inexperience, just saying it's tough to control. But ooh, not bad there. No Scandinavian flick. I'm trying to work on that. I've got the handbrake set up to one of my buttons on the steering wheel, but it's difficult to get used to it. Nasty right. I thought that was there, but in reality, it's just quite a nice, you know, follow through. Hit a sign there. You know, really just trying not to come off again because I was fed up with that. And coming up to the finish now and across the line. So pretty bad. 444 there. We came 6th. So not great. On to the next one. Here we are. Second stage in Baumholder, Germany. Waffelsteig. So very similar to the last stage of Walder Steg. I can't even pronounce it. German's going to kill me right now. So trying to make the launch a bit more controlled. Off we go. Trying to learn from the last stage. I'm guessing this is as brutal bend wise, and it is. Hit a tree there slightly. Left side, touched it. Massive fishtail there, managed to control it. The dips and the crests when I do a jump, it really is so much more difficult to control than previous dirt titles. Nasty left here. Ooh, managed to try and give it a Scandinavian flick there. Not quite, you know, really doing it properly. I am being a bit more open on the throttle because I saw my time, I saw my place, and I'm fed up. Look at that, 0.5, 0.4, 0.3, 0.2, 0.1, a 0, and now going into the plus on the split. It's that quick, it's that fast. Oh, nasty oversteer. Managed to hold it and actually not spin out completely. Pretty damn nice, if I do say so myself. Obviously, I'm tooting my own horn here every now and again, or tooting my trumpet, whatever you say. But I can't really say I'm that good because I played one PvP match on the internet and I got stupidly over-raced. No, not over-raced. I got stupidly outclassed and outplayed by people who are doing like 2 seconds above me, and I'm like, bloody hell, you must be Colin McRae's son on this massive setup that feels like a rally car. It's like, how are you doing it? But practice, I suppose. A nasty bit of oversteer there. Almost lost it completely. Almost span out. Once again, this one's full of barriers and boulders and nasty things I could crash into with a front crash. Nasty right here coming up. Managed to brake in time. Not a bad Scandinavian flick if I don't say so myself. And that one was all over the place. And I'm just giving it the beans. I'm like, oh, that'll be alright. And then got the right coming up. So, not a very straightforward track. Very all over the place. The bends are just a deterrent to going flat out or even barely getting up into third gear high revs. And nastily got my rear right there. Almost lost it and span out, but managed to control the steering there. As you can see, in the and hit the boulder. That's the one thing I was looking out for, you know, and worrying about, because that really damages your car, and you have to pay for the upgrades, not the upgrades, but the repairs of your car every stage. And that's a nasty hit. And whoa, front end with the barrier. So I hit both of the things I was fearing all along. Nasty front end with that barrier. It just completely flattened the front, and God knows what that does to the car. I think this is a mid-engine car, so probably not as much damage as a front-engine car would do, but nasty, almost lost it there. Pretty well held in that circumstances, in those circumstances, sorry. Ooh, being very fearful of like barriers and boulders now, and brake hard because I almost went into that corner very badly. Coming up to the finish soon, halfway through the split, just over, and I'm thanking it really. I mean, I've got to not upgrade, but repair all of this damage. I mean, the body is what annoys me the most, and the windscreen. But the worst thing is having your tyres punctured and on the rims. That the handling just goes all over the shop, and I think that's happened now. Across the line, managed to complete it in a 4:02. 4:02. So I got a 5th place. Not great, but it's better than 6th, and it's better than lower than 6th, I suppose, or higher, whichever way you want to look at it. Thank you for watching. This has been Jamper from Spartak Gaming. Take care.